Okay, students. Now we had support and promote economic, social, health, and human development. What does it mean? It simply means again the CSR. That corporations, the companies, they must promote their economy. They must promote their society, and they must promote the human development. First of all, gura economic promotion sangi. What is economic promotion? Economic promotion simply means che sanga masa sowe che gura first they have like suppose organizations agui chuki companies che kamde agui yakhpal product yakhpal services, they shouldn't charge clear the high prices. Again economic promotion simply economy la gata work kana fulfill the needs of the people. Again economic promotion simply. Sometimes the huge businesses, they must clear give a hand to the government, they must support the government. मतलब कल कल दासे हमशी चे और government सरा चे कम दे आगा for example पैसों shortage राशि, so then that come चे businessmen andi say the huge businesses चे कम दे, they support the government. Again that is economic for example support. Then we have social health support. Social and health support simply your example was the अब your organization, your company दे अगर society welfare दे पारा, they operate, let's suppose some actions, they operate some businesses. Suppose I would like to give an example, that take the example of Kohat Cement Company, KCCL. that's works literally Afghanistan चाहते थे Kohat Cement Company that is ज़्यादा रची सही, it is in our own city, that मखपल city के दे सही, and मापा के वक्त तेर करे दे Kohat Cement Company के. अब Kohat Cement Company is located in clear the region, is it in that territory. It has clear a special school clear for the locality, and they also have the dispensaries and hospitals for the local people, where the 70% clear the expense is beared by the organization, the Kohat Cement Company, and 30% is beared clear by the local or locality. मतलब for example कज़ अगर community के KCCL area के पाते की गमा जो अगुई शफाखाने तचमा नो दा कम दवा चे 100 रुपीस दा नो 70 चे दे दा organization तरफ नजी और 30 रुपीस की दमा दमा जेब न तरफ नजी. अब गुरा द health community, is it the social community, for example the basically society betterment de para de अगुई health betterment de para de सही हुआ. So all these are simply known as the support and promote. No support and promote economic हम उशवाला, support and promote social हम उशवाला, and health हम उशवाला. And after we have the human development. Human development means simply to develop the human factor, the people clear of that society. अब गोरा Kohat Cement Company चे कम दे the entire चे कम students थी, like we have different universities in the area in Kohat. अब the Kohat Cement Company, they are providing the apprenticeship and clear the short training internship clear to the youngsters. मतलब even mahpal चे कम internship दे सही, that was also clear done clear in the Kohat University. अब दा चे कम दे that is basically सही the human development. देना अलावा technical field ने पारा for example that is apprenticeship. So KCCL also provide the apprenticeship as well as clear the internship to the youngsters, to the new students. So why? It means that they are promoting the human development in the society. So therefore it simply says that it is the responsibility of the corporation that they must support and they must promote the economic, the social, the health and human development to the society where they are operating. Hope inshallah a bit idea will be clear to you. Lag idea bata sola clear shawi humi. Things are very much easy. कोशिश लगी को माजे हर यू एग्जांपल सर तशरी कम तासो फर्दर एग्जांपल हम जान तलट वले शे सो जरूरी ना that you must have to be sticky with my example. You can definitely search out your own example because it is journal, so it is open ended. It simply means that their activities should be fruitful for the country development. Another important responsibility is that it work for the betterment of human being जिसंगा मासास्ता हुए, and they are responsible for the health of society, that their activities will not disturb the health of people. अब दल तब ससुरा यो betterment of human society या human being दे पारा यो idea बदर कमा गुरा I was student clear in 2006 and 7 when I was the student clear of my college, that was a government college. our government college that was connected with some of the blood donations. Chikala ham sexual the blood donations chikam organization the sexual the betterment the parade. Alta har you student was bound to give blood donations. Blood donations I'm talking about. Sexual. Ab the blood donation chikam de dab beamunga lag matlab khidmat khalq, that was the name of our society. Dina ilawa sexual chikam ke ma khpal A plus complete करे रे sexual A plus degree certificate ma complete करे रे sexual that college. It was also connected with the organization sexual. No pura that told chide the blood donations walu, and that was connected with the government clear hospital. Now हमेशा the student टाउन जब रातल अल तब blood donation किधर से हुआ उदाबो organization government hospital the बतल the needy people दे पारा. अब that was basically for what? That was basically for the betterment of human being. उनसे कदा हुई जो organizations से हुआ company they are operating in any of the business, in any of the, let's suppose, society, they must have to promote the well-being clear of that society, which shouldn't disturb the health of the people. Hope inshallah this will be clear to you. Now the next stakeholder, that is government. What is very common now? Government is your external stakeholder. Lekin government is directly clear connected, linked with your organization, with your business. Government chikam de sayshwa the external stakeholder khoshta de, lekin government influence chikam de that is direct clear on your organization. Like I would like to give an example. Suppose I want to start a new setup. I want to launch a new setup. Sayshwa I want to inaugurate, for example, the you nave setup start kawal kwadama. Before starting the new setup, I must have to get registration with the government. If government will allow me, then I can. If government will not, for example, allow me, I can't proceed. It is impossible. So with the permission of the government, then I can, let's suppose, inaugurate my new setup. That is the power of government. That is the influence of government. There are so many other examples as well, thousands of examples. Like in that your example, I made it clear to you that government is, yes, external stakeholder, but it has a very direct bearing or effects here or impact on your businesses. How corporations must be aligned themselves with the government. Number one, corporations must law abiding. It means law abiding means कानून follow की. Whatever the कानून, let's suppose, imposed by the government on the organization, on the companies, on the firms, must have to follow. The corporation will follow those rules and regulations that established by government. Like I would like to give an example. There, come on. Suppose your manufacturing industry, cement industry ki deshi, it can be a plastic industry, is it? It can be a cloth industry. Chikamum de, they can manufacturing de. Suppose. Up manufacturing industry ki government your law apply kara. There are so many laws. Like in your example, there, government has imposed a law, and that law is equitable. For example, law, your compensation equitable law. Compensation equitable law means simply that whenever on the same designation any of the male and any of the female is hired, so organization must provide the equal compensation salary to that individual. मतलब your single job दे पारा, if कागे job दे पारा तासो male hire कोई तासो female hire कोई, no दोनों लोग तासो equal pay work कोई, is it? That is a law. और दे law चिकम दे, for example दे बतासो दागा copy चिकम दे अब government से submit कोई, government bodies चिकम दे अगी inspection कई. अब it doesn't mean so on the same designation you are going to hire a male, so organization is providing high salary to the male, and when you are hiring, let's suppose, a female to the same designation, and you are providing less salary to the female. No, not at all. There must be equitable compensation, must be equitable, is it? Dena ilawa, let's suppose yo de EEO Act. EEO, E mean equal, E mean employment, O mean opportunity. No, this is the way EEO Act. It means that give the equal chance probability to male and female. Chakala da barabari, when they are same in the relevance. Then, so it simply means that when you are hiring, so during the hiring process you must have to give equal chance clear of opportunity to male and female. Aksar bata solidly during the advertisement of jobs, land organizations we are equally opportunity provider. So that it means that they are following the EEO law. देना अलावा डिसेबिलिटी लाम की देशन माजूर मायूब चिवरता वायु कस्तासो organization के यो individual, for example you hired an individual, so at that time the person was not disabled, But let's suppose clear during the production process within the job within the time span clear the person become disabled. Now it is the responsibility of the organization that you must have to compensate to that disabled person. It can be partial compensation, such a full compensation. Lekin that is the disability law. It means whatever the law, tax law ki dishi. So whatever the government imposed the law into organization company, they must have to follow the laws. That's for example. Number B, the way cooperation with fair standards procedures. What does it mean? The corporation must work under the specified standard and procedures of the government. They cannot run the system beyond the specified boundaries of the government, means their corporation is must. What does it mean? Corporation must follow a procedure, must follow the standards. Is it? Must follow the systems, must follow the regulations. I would like to give an example. It will make your idea clear, inshallah. You have a for example, procedures the example there come or you have a standard example there come that was a mukammala idea inshallah clear ki. Pura, what is procedure? Procedure simply means that there is a technique of doing something. There is a process of doing something. Like for example, the organization has given me a warranty, a guarantee. Is it? How I have to avail my this guarantee or warranty? Yeah, how I have to return my product? There is a proper procedure to return the product to the company. Such a procedure there. That's okay. Har your organization ke har your car de para we have a proper procedure. Such a your tarika da. Like suppose that there is a case of sexual harassment in the organization. Sexual harassment come there inshallah. Da ratun ke slide ki barachi lecture okay. I'll explain in detail. Lekin dalta bazda fulawaya. If any unwelcome sexual activity, yeah, in other words, in the simple words, I can say that if any of the gender, male or female, if any of the gender is teasing to another gender, if any of the male is teasing to a male, if any of the male is teasing to a female, if any of the female teasing to a male, if any of the female teasing to a female, your male, your female, your female, your male, your male, you male, your female, your female. Is it tangawal kai? That is known as sexually harass, sexually irritating. When one gender is irritating to another gender, this is sexual. For example, when there is a case of sexual harassment, how you have to put the sexual harassment case? There is a proper committee, a proper procedure within inside the organization. You have to follow that procedure. A proper procedure, your committee ta told evidence like a chikoti kana. That's the organizations ke dan ham your committee. Saishwa do wakilani ago support kai proper documentation ki. A proper fight ki. That is a proper procedure. Is it? Like for example, your kaste takavut akhli pension. How a person will get a pension? There is a proper procedure. Procedures say that you must have to complete your 15 or 20 years of service with the organization, which is prescribed by the organization. The company sora mukhtas kare de like matlab zawayama when you will complete your 20 years, 15 years with us, then after that completion clear of the years, we will give you the takawut, we will give you the pension. Is it? How the individual, once the individual have completed clear his or her 15 or 20 years within the organization as prescribed by the organization, they should contract the mutabik, so then person is liable clear to get the pension. The pension with Sangali, it has a proper procedure. No, first of all, the thing is that organization, corporation, they must follow the procedures. The procedures internal hum ki deshi, the procedures external hum ki deshi. First thing. Second thing, standards. What is standard? Standard standard matlab dane, if you remember your concept really international standard organization. We have a company. We have an organization. Chikana हम अगर organization अगर company चिकम standards माने for example मतलब बैरून countries दे पारा या internal दाखिली product दा से जुड़ी तजवा चाहा वही चीज़ हम for example we want to export it to other cities or other countries as well तजवा नो बया organization अगोले यो standard वर्की चीज़ मायार माने बतासो for example दा वही या product जुड़ा वही is it? These are simply known as the standards that corporation must follow the standards of the government, the procedures of the government. Is it? Which corporations, the companies with fair standards and procedures. It means that corporation company they must follow the government procedures and they must follow the government standards. Hope inshallah idea bata sos clear shawi hummi. Then We have the next, which is competitor. Rakiban Chavartavayu. Like for example, Gora Salam Tashura Educational Institute there. It has clear so many different competitors in education industry. Like for example, Bakhtar is a competitor of Salam. Rana is a competitor of Salam. Is it? Dinala Kardan is a competitor of Salam. Is it? That's really the total of competitors. A competitor is also known as the external stakeholder. Companies must take care of their competitors as well. उस competitors सारा बचंगा dealing की. Number one, A, promote open markets. Simply means the corporations will try to promote open markets. Means the corporation among their competitors, the competition among their competitors should be on fair basis. What does it mean? It means हर your organization company च definitely it clear does a competition with the competitor. This competition must be on the fair basis. Simply means that one company shouldn't use the bad wordings or the slangs clear to about the competitors. Yeah, for example, during the advertisement, yeah, during the competition, blame una lagi. Yeah, your negative wordings वगैरह use नकी. Yeah, for example, your das use नकी, your das strategy दगा नकी apply नकी. कि आगा मतलब for example कि आगा बिल्कुल पर unfair basis माने competition. Like suppose your company दा अब your company लगे price decrease की. If one of the competitor is decreasing the price, is it? It shouldn't mean, it doesn't mean that I must have to decrease my price. Is it? If I am not compatible to decrease my price, so I must have to maintain the quality. Well, if price कमेगी, no quality more सारा decrease की. उससे कहता है which competition must be on the fair basis. सही हुआ? That's another competition चिकम दे अगर पर fair basis माने बेखी उनशी. या one organization चिकम दे another organization माने blame लरी. Like suppose I would like to give an example. चिकोरा your time के सही हुआ Ariel and Surf Excel. These are the two huge mega brands there in the world about the surf. उस गुरा दाच कम surfu no Ariel so करला Ariel during the advertisement वही blame होगा वालों सही हुआ on the Surf Excel. सही हुआ कि Surf Excel for example the Ariel has a more strong, let's suppose, power to remove stains clear from the clothes. It means simply कि Ariel चिकम दे that is more powerful than Surf Excel. Is it? Surf Excel अहू चिकमा formula that is authentic all over the world. Like संगा Pepsi formula Coca-Cola संगा formula authentic. सही हुआ? So same is the case with your Ariel. No, Ariel blamed Surf Excel that we are much stronger than Surf Excel. Surf Excel directly claimed Ariel money that you have claimed that you are much greater or stronger than Surf Excel, so prove it. No, Surf Excel chikam de Ariel chikam de age prove nakrala that they are very much stronger than Surf Excel. Sashwa beasa jariman maragariwa. Dina elawa iPhone or Samsung. Kata soyadi Samsung chikam de age iPhone now for example your camera वगैरह से दास से लोगो का कैमरा वा आई कॉपी करीवा सही को iPhone पर दावा करीवा पर Samsung माने. So it means that these are the competition because they are the competitors. लेकिन the competitors secular competition must be on the fair basis. Then we have follow laws and rights of all stakeholders. It means the corporation should follow all the rules and regulations regarding their stakeholder. For example, copyrights, registration acts. So in this case, the corporation should be careful that they will not reproduce the same thing that already another corporation registered or copyright. What Copyright Act, very much the common thing, registration already explained. What Copyright Act that's already introduction to business ke wale hemi. Copyright Act mean whatever the thing I have, for example, protected, it clear I have a right clear for example to use it. So that is known as copyright. It means whatever you, for example, done, whatever your product, whatever your services, whatever your logos are, is it if they are protected by you, so that is the right of you that you can only use it. No, they among us simply Copyright Act. Say shua? Suppose among your never uni stage is it? Suppose I'm a let's suppose lecturer in Salam. I want to start a new setup an educational institute in Kabul. Is it? अब गोरा सलाम के लेक्चरर है ज़्यादा से नशम कॉलेज I have to use the logo of Salam in my organization now. No, not at all. Is it? Because that is a Copyright Act of Salam. Only Salam can use clear this logo. But also, if you notice one thing, that Cardan has its own logo, is it? Its own mission vision. Salam has its own logo, mission vision. Rara has its own logo, mission vision. No one of any of the company, any of the organization is able to get the logo of other company. No, that's an issue. Salam will get the logo of Cardan, and Cardan will, for example, take the logo of Rana. It is not possible because these are clear registered by the organization name, and this is the copyright of that organization. So whatever the product, slogan, let's suppose mission, vision, patents, they are registered, so these are the property of such competitor, such organization. Another organization can't use such property. You must follow the rules and laws. Inshallah, hope that's the idea. Please show me. Next is act ethically in all business transaction. The corporation will follow the rules of ethics in all transaction. Means they will treat everyone and everything in the business on fair basis. ده كل common هون خبرة سيشوا لك إذا بدأت له your example در كمان هر transaction, every transaction, like suppose I want to promote two people. Ab organization has a philosophy that promotion must be on the basis of talent. Ab suppose सैशुला two people, between the two people, Mr. A and Mr. B. Ab Mr. A is very much relevant to me, very much close to me, bosom to me, my friend de, nepotism de. Ab just because of this closeness, I'm going to promote the person, Mr. A. So my friend is promote, it means that promotion is not on the fair basis. So mean ethically that is not right. Is it? Employee one department has salary per time मिलावेगी, लेकिन बल department has salary चिकम दे अगर time money न मिलावेगी. सही against the unethical action. Yo, for example, अब marketing दे, is it? Marketing department definitely directly involved the economic profit के no again the budget हम huge के खुदलशी as compared to, for example, marketing mean I'm talking about marketing and sales department as compared to HR department, because HR department चिकम दे it comes under the staff department, is it? And marketing department या sales department जो कम दे it comes under your line managers. मतलब जो front end माने they, for example, batting कई और back end के जो दे HR batting कई, is it? They are directly involved and HR department is indirectly involved in the economic earning profit. So therefore the budget जो कम दे सही upon the contribution marketing department दे पारा budget ज़्यादा. अब it means that there must be सही that whole transaction दी. So ethically there must be all the transactions are sound in nature. Hope inshallah idea will be clear to you. That is asana hone lecture ho dekhe das is a technical sees now. So this total lecture session the lecture ke munga study ukrala gora. In this lecture we totally discussed about the corporations, and then we discussed about the corporations and ethics. Session Biachide we discussed the corporate stakeholder concept. जो गोरा stakeholders थी, stakeholders are entities, या stakeholders are groups. It can be the other organization. No zaka with a directly entity no more kama. The stakeholders are the entities that who having that claim interest in the organization. Gora ab interest doesn't mean sure real interest. Interest that simply means the connection, the link, the connectivity. Ab gora government chede it has a connectivity with the corporation, with the companies. Say sure environment chekam de it also has a connectivity with the, for example, connectivity lari organization sara. Societies chikam they are also connected with the organization. Customers chade they are also connected with the organization. No, that told city, the suppliers, dealers, all these are the stakeholders. No zaka us definition ta clear chui the entities, it can be a group, it can be an individual, it can be an employee, it can be a corporation, it can be businesses, it can be government. So the entities who having connection, link, interest with the organization are simply known as your stakeholder. As some we have internal stakeholders like employees, shareholders, and some we have external stakeholders like government, customer, supplier, society, community. Is it? About how to protect each individual, each entity having the right over the company. Har yo chede aga pa company mane sa right lari. Ab organization must have to, company must have to protect their right. Ab they need a method, they need a system, they need an approach that how to protect their rights. That system is simply known as a stakeholder management approach. Inshallah, us pa somehow idea ta sula clear shawi. Bya mung da study ukrala how corporations can keep happy their internal stakeholders. Your organization khapal internal stakeholders sanga happy saatale shi. No empowering employee. Empowerment will kawale shi. टीम वर्क वर्क कवले शी, पार्टिसिपेशन मैनेजमेंट वर्क कवले शी, taking shares सही शुरा या employee taking care कवले शी. These are the different techniques approach with the help of which a corporation, a business can definitely protect their internal stakeholder. Yeah, in other words, simply we can say that corporations having some responsibility toward internal stakeholders. Bia munga da study ukrala how corporations can keep happy their external stakeholders. Ya mung dam wele shu what are the different masuliyatuna responsibilities of a corporation toward their external stakeholder. No gora by government chekam rules regulation di company government rules regulations follow ki pehla khabara. गवर्नमेंट चकम दे फॉर एग्जांपल कॉर्पोरेट चकम दे बिजनेस चकम दे अगर सोसाइटी वेलफेयर दे पारा हम कारून हो कि CSR कॉर्पोरेट सोशल रिस्पांसिबिलिटी कस्टमर चकम दे अवुई सरा दरोग न वई चकम प्रोडक्ट कम फ्यूचर वर्त खई तशुरा दे मस्ट हैव टू प्रमोट द सेम फीचर दे मस्ट हैव टू शेयर अ फेयर पीस ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन टू द कस्टमर अब देना अलावा सप्लायर एंड डीलर सरा हर यो शे चकम दे अगर म्यूचुअल रिस्पेक्ट ऑफ अ फेयर ट्रीटमेंट मनी उशी is it or bia society betterment de para hum organization step wali. So that was totally about the stakeholder management approach. Hope inshallah a bit idea will be clear to you. That was one of the easiest and simplest chapter. Bia hum ta se so question hi se idea hi se shwa se confusion